Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are going to be watching the playoffs between Randy Newman, which is seed number 3 in Division C-West, and Resurgence of the Storm, seed number 6. And it looks like, actually I'm just going to switch to draft view and I'll tell you about the map bands from there. We are going to All-Track Pass, which was chosen by Randy Newman. And Randy Newman banned Battlefield of Eternity and Dragonshire, while Resurgence of the Storm banned Cursed Hollow and Infernal Shrines. So, All-Track Pass is going to be the first map. And Resurgence of the Storm has first pick here. Let's see what they do. There is an 8-game difference in wins between these two teams, so it is a significant difference. So I'd say Resurgence of the Storm is the underdog here. Let's see what they can do, though. There was a really huge upset the other day where a number 8 team beat a number 1 team. So let's see what they can pull off. We get an Abathur ban. That's a rather odd ban for All-Track Pass. I mean, the map is pretty large, but not that large. And I don't know if Abathur is really a common pick for Randy Newman. Maybe it is. We get a Stukov ban as well. As for Randy Newman, they banned Johanna first, which is a great ban, generally, if you're not first pick. It's a very strong tank. Possibly the strongest in the game right now. May is still banned, so nobody can play her. She's very annoying, I've got to say. What do you guys think of May? We get a Zeratul ban. All right, first pick. We got a Jay Parker in the chat here for C2D2 and Resurgence of the Storm. Do we have any Randy Newman fans as well?
Mecha Tassadar online.
The wait is over.
Ooh, Cassia got through. This is going to be super interesting. Looks like Randy Newman got Cassia and ETC here in response to the Tassadar that Resurgence of the Storm picked up. And while Tassadar is pretty strong, Cassia is currently quite OP. She's got like a 60% win rate in Storm League, even higher in Quick Match. Just an overall very strong hero.
Ready for action. So it begins.
All right, we get a Muradin and Deckard. Hey, Killadorn, welcome. Yes, May is really obnoxious. I agree with you. You like Randy Newman? Who do you think's gonna win? Loaded question for another Div C team. We get a Sylvanas ban. It's a pretty late ban for a Sylvanas. But who knows? There's time for her. There's one more spot for damage. And she would do pretty well. Deathwing! Ooh. That's an interesting ban. I don't see him banned often anymore. Like at some point he was like the first ban for everybody, but not anymore. All right, time for picks number 3 and 4 for Randy Newman. Anduin and Malthael. I think the Anduin Cassia combo is really great because she does have to dive for that fend, and he's got the ability to pull her back if she's in trouble. Because she is rather squishy. Although if she goes at, I think it's at level 16 that she can do the protected while fending. But, I mean, not everybody goes that talent. I personally don't when I play Cassia, so it'll be interesting to see what she can do. Ooh, we get a Phoenix and a Thrall. I mean, two sort of offlaners. I mean, Thrall's an offlaner definitely as a bruiser, but Phoenix has been played in the offlane a lot. So that is interesting. Let's see what they can do with this.
I'm in.
Ooh, Kira. What? Randy Newman picked up Kira. Thank you for the follow, Spectrama PC. Welcome. All right, whose draft do you guys like more? I think I'm going to vote for, I like Randy Newman's draft better, mostly because I really like the Cassia and the ETC Anduin combo. So here we go, game number 1. Lexi! Hi, girl. How are you doing? Welcome. All right, here we go. On the left-hand side, we've got a lot of Randy Newman names, and I will try to say them correctly. We've got Randy Newman on the Kira. We've got Randy Newman on the Anduin. We've got Randy Newman on the Cassia, Randall Newman on the Malthael, and Randy Newman on the Chen. On the right-hand side, we've got C2D2 on the Phoenix, Big Merlin on Thrall, Kenster on Deckard, Perseus on Muradin, and Wingman on Tassadar. Let's take a look at their level 1 talents. ETC went Block Party. The expected Q talent from Tassadar here, and same thing for the auto attack from Cassia. ETC dives in here in the mid lane. We've got 3v3. The other 2 lanes have already split off. Looks like Kira is going to be soloing Thrall here. Well, she seems to be rotating away. Not sure what's going on there. Malthael taking on that, what's his name? Muradin. Yes, Muradin. Phoenix and Deckard are grabbing this siege camp, and it looks like same thing's going on over here with Cassia and Anduin. Randy Newman putting in quite a bit of damage on that Thrall, who's playing sort of passively right now, just trying to get the soak. ETC taking some damage from that Tassadar, but Tassadar is almost out of mana, so ETC is still doing pretty well, just soaking that lane, taking damage, but he can heal it back up. Both teams have their siege camps, or pushing here. Those are siege, right? Yes, they are. I'm doing great, Lexi. Thank you. Randy Newman's team, the draft, gets Calidorn's vote as well. What do the rest of you think? Whose draft do you like better? the most part, pretty calm game so far.
But the Horde's keeping some of our soldiers prisoners. Get ready to free them.
Looks like Randy Newman attempted a gank here with their 5-man showing up in the mid lane, but unfortunately they did not get it. So they are going back to their lanes. There might be a gank incoming on that Thrall if he steps out, but he knows better.
All right, lads and lassies. Keep our
Looks like Malthael has decided to rotate, so Phoenix can clear this wave up here pretty easily. Both teams can get their siege camps once again, because this one is just on a 1.5-minute timer. So you can get it both right before the objective and at 1.5 minutes into the game.
All right, lads and lassies. Now we hold the line. Fight near the gate.
Randy Newman has gotten a head start over here. Lots of decorative potions coming out of Resurgence of the Storm. Kira dives in on that Muradin. Can he jump out? Yes, he does. In the meantime, Tassadar is putting in damage to that ETC. The entirety of both teams are here now. Malthael getting pulled out by Anduin before he dies. Kira's in a bit of trouble here. Does she get out? Nice root coming out. And down goes Phoenix. Looks like Randy Newman is doing great work here. Deckard is in a tight spot as well, being chased, but looks like Malthael will give up before chasing him into those towers. So 2 kills, the first 2 kills of the game. Randy Newman does secure the first objective here, and they will have all 3 lanes pushing. I wonder which lane they plan to push with. Or if they just plan to spread out. Looks like they're just spreading back out. Getting that soak, trying to get to level 10 first. Which they do have a good head start on. Almost half a level ahead of Resurgence of the Storm here. Like the front wall here in the bottom lane has been taken out. Mid lane did not have as much progress. And top lane is still going with both ETC and Malthael pushing here. But it looks like Resurgence of the Storm rotated top, and so they are retreating. But in the meantime, the rest of the team is pushing bottom, and they are about to get this fort. First fort down in less than 6 minutes. Thrall does manage to clear this wave before it does any significant damage on the keep wall. And Cassie's going back for that camp, as is Resurgence of the Storm. In the top lane, Malthael getting a little aggressive here. Takes a lot of damage. And really doesn't put that much into C2D2, who still has a full shield. Both teams have their level 10s. And it looks like Randy Newman has congregated here in the mid lane. Are they trying to push it in? Forcing a fight. Deckard's Stay a While and Listen comes out. Phoenix ult follows it. Randall Newman taking so much damage there on that Malthael, and down he goes to the Tassadar. First kill for Resurgence of the Storm, and it looks like Perseus is really chasing this Kira hard, but he misses his stun, so he will have to back off. I think Perseus missed another stun right there. So Randy Newman did manage to run away. And by Randy Newman that time, I mean ETC. They have a very confusing set of names, let's just say that. Resurgence of the Storm pushing bottom. Trying to catch that Kira, but she does manage to get away. So instead, they're just going to go for this boss. But Kira's right there. She's going to find them. She knows where they are. But the rest of her team is not here. And instead, they decide to go for top boss. Of course, the objective is closer to Randy Newman. So let's see if they can get some advantage there. No, but they're a little slower on the boss because they did start it a bit later. Not very much Kira can do from here. Both teams now heading to the objective. Looks like Randy Newman's going straight in. Oh no, Phoenix went ahead of his team, ahead of his tank. His tank's not even here yet. But somehow they managed to turn that into a kill. Phoenix does die, but they get Malthael and ETC in the process. Boss pushing top fort is getting dealt with by Thrall, but the boss is going to get that fort before they can do much. In the bottom lane, however, Kira is really working hard to kill this boss, and Anduin's coming in to help her. Nope, I guess he's going for that camp. With 2 people down, Randy Newman can't really contest right now, even though they do have their level 13s, while Resurgence of the Storm doesn't. So, let's see what they do. Looks like that boss is going to take this tower. They left it. Wow. They just let it take that tower. I am surprised. ETC jumps in with that perfect mosh, getting 2 people. Looks like Kenster may die in the process, but I don't know. Phoenix does go down, as does the Deckard. Perseus is in a bit of trouble as well. He's already used his jump, and now he is dead. Or, yes, he is. There we go. Thrall as well. It looks like a full team wipe in favor of Randy Newman. They just killed the whole team, and they are now 2 levels ahead of Resurgence of the Storm. We are now 6 structures to 4, so looks like, well, I wouldn't advise C2D2 to go in there quite yet. It does look like they need some soak. This fight is not advantageous for them. Deckard's Stay a While and Listen comes out, but only picks up ETC, although Malthael did walk right into it. Tassadar has to back off after taking a lot of damage here. Big Merlin and C2D2 as well. Randy Newman putting in a lot of damage on the entire red team, and now they are 3 levels ahead. Goodness. And Resurgence of the Storm still doesn't have their level 13s. I'm not sure why they took that fight. They were going to lose it anyway, so they really should have just soaked. Top keep is probably going to take quite a bit of damage here because there is no wall left, and that cavalry is coming for it. Wingman's very low on HP. Gotta be careful there. C2D2 also taking a lot of damage. Almost dead. Ooh, teleports right out of that Cassia damage. Tassadar has to back out. But in the meantime, they do manage to kill Kira. And now the red team's on the chase. They are still down a tier, but they are up 1 member. Stay a While and Listen comes out, as does that Phoenix ult. But I think Randy Newman is too far ahead. Nope, maybe not. Thrall's chasing pretty hard, but his team is gone, so now he has to back off. In the meantime, it looks like the top cavalry did reach the core, but of course this core heals up, so it's not a big deal if they leave it. It's not permanent damage. Still a 2-level advantage for Randy Newman. And 9 kills to 4. Both teams grabbing their camps. Phoenix is soaking the top lane as safely as can be, as he can, and ETC is looking for a fight here. Just waiting for that slide. Somebody to just move up a little too close. Randy Newman's mercs there just pretty much melted to Resurgence of the Storm. They did not get much damage onto this mid keep, and they are backing off. Are they going for boss? I think it is the boss call they're going for.
The hordes captured more of us.
They do have level 16s while Resurgence of the Storm doesn't, so let's see what's going to happen here. I think Resurgence of the Storm is coming in for that fight. ETC Mosh catches four members. Oh my goodness. It is a team wipe looking. It's looking like a team wipe. C2D2 really needs to run away. That was a tight spot for them to walk into, and a great mosh by ETC. They're going to take this opportunity to get this keep, bottom keep. While Phoenix does the best he can do for his team, which is just soaking as much XP as possible to catch them up, because Randy Newman will be getting to 20 first if they don't end before that. Alright, now the teams are on equal talent tiers at least, so this is their chance to fight before level 20. Resurgence of the Storm does need to win this fight. Very badly, in fact. Mosh is still down for another 50 seconds, and they know that, so that's why they're going in pretty bold. Kira's ult stuns that Deckard, he's almost dead. Oh my god, he saves himself with a potion, but he still goes down to the Cassia. As does Thrall, and followed by Muradin. I think this might be game. Wingman manages to make it away. And C2D2's ult does not catch ETC. I think this is game. This objective will be pushing straight to core in both the top and the bottom lanes. And with the 5 members of Randy Newman all alive, I expect they will push with it. Yeah, I really did not understand what Phoenix did there. He went in too far ahead of his team and just like didn't check the bushes or anything. And he started the boss for some reason. So I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was just using his laser to try to find the people in the bush and it just accidentally grazed the boss. Another team fight coming here. And down goes Tassadar very quickly. Kenster also taking a lot of damage, but manages to heal himself up. Look at that, ETC in trouble though. He goes down. And even though the blue team does have their level 20s, looks like Resurgence of the Storm is chasing. Oh no, C2D2 goes down. That stay a while and listen catches 2 people, but it is not enough. Big Merlin will be dying. Muradin and Kenster and Deckard still alive. That core is going down pretty fast. Muradin does make it out alive, but core is dead. GG. Well played. Congratulations to Randy Newman for the first game. Look at that, Kira top damage. Very well played here by Randy Newman. They got 19 kills to 6, and they were ahead by 2 levels for most of that game. They did reach their level 20s as well, and Resurgence of the Storm. It's so hard to say their name for me. I don't know why. Anyway, Resurgence of the Storm did not reach their level 20s. So they were constantly taking fights down a tier, which was not good for them at all. So we will be going to the game number 2. I wonder what Resurgence of the Storm will pick, map or first pick. That was a good game indeed. Let's take a look at the talents once more. ETC did have that death mosh, but I don't think he died to use it. But and Cassia went for that infinite ball lightning. What gems are you talking about, Caladorn? Caladorn says, look at all those gems. All right, it looks like we are going to Brax's Holdout next, chosen by Resurgence of the Storm. So that means Randy Newman gets first pick. Let me update the scores. A bunch of games are happening tonight, like a lot of games. So let's see where this goes. So a bunch of, you'll see like in the chat, and if you're in part of the NGS channel, you'll see a lot of lobbies being posted. Oh, my gems for purchasing boosts and stuff. Yeah, so here's what I did for a long period of time. I was playing WoW, right? And I love playing the WoW economy. So I just like make a lot of money in WoW and then I turn it into Blizzard balance and then I use that balance to buy gems. So this is like $150 worth of gems or something. All from my World of Warcraft gold making. But I did discontinue my subscription right now because there's nothing interesting happening. I usually just play when I'm raiding with some friends, but we finished the raid, so not much left to do. So yeah, I used to pay for my WoW subscription by making that money, but I decided I'd rather buy Heroes of the Storm stuff. Jay Parker's still hoping C2D2 comes through. It's not a great first game for Resurgence of the Storm here. Let's see if they can come back from that. Sometimes, you know, when you lose a game pretty harshly, it can be demoralizing. But I think teams in NGS do a pretty good job of, you know, keeping it together and trying hard the next time. And lots of Randy Newmans joining the lobby. Yes, Caladorn Hots is the best game. I've been playing since Alpha. I mean, I've taken quite a few long breaks, but I have been playing since Alpha. So I was so excited when I got into the Alpha of this game. Big Doo-Doo Head says maybe they'll have a resurgence? Perhaps. Looks like teams are pretty much ready now. We're just waiting on Randy Newman to confirm. And then we will be going to Brax's Holdout. Whoops. Somebody started the game without changing the mode, lobby mode.
Praxis holdout.
Randy Newman does have the first pick here, so they'll be choosing their first ban. This map does not get played that often in my experience. Like, I don't think I've cast any games on it, or if I have, it's probably just one game. So most teams end up banning it. It's new this season. I think it wasn't in last season's map pool. So it hasn't gotten a lot of play. It is a very snowbally map, so this could go horribly wrong for a Resurgence of the Storm if they get a little behind, because it's pretty hard to catch up here. We get a Zeratul ban once more, coming out of Randy Newman. I'm guessing no Abathur ban this time. Oh, no, there's still Abathur ban. I do expect to see a Cassia ban coming out of Resurgence of the Storm, but I don't know if they're going to go with it because, I mean, Cassia did hurt them a lot last game. I mean, Kira did too. Obviously, she had top damage, but Cassia's just super OP. I think she deserves a ban. Johanna gets banned. Even though Randy Newman has first pick, they probably plan on using that for Cassia or Tassadar or one of the higher win rate champions. So probably why they banned Johanna. We get a Rexar ban. Actually, that is a very good ban for this map. Rexar is also a very high win rate champion, but I guess he's a lot more situational, and this is one of those situations where he is great. It is very easy for him to hold one of those points solo. We get Cassia picked up again by Randy Newman. Let's see if we still get the Tassadar pick here. We get an ETC and a Stukov. That Mosh wrecked them last game, so they were denying Randy Newman that Mosh by picking up the ETC themselves.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Wow! They pick up Gul'dan and Sylvanas. Holy moly. That's a lot of damage on Randy Newman. Also a lot of squishies. So I am wondering if there's going to be some kind of surprise here from Resurgence of the Storm. Because they already have their tank and healer. They ban Anduin. Anduin saved a lot of people last game from their deaths with that pull. We see a Malthael ban. I'm not sure why though, given that, I mean, I wouldn't expect them to go Malthael with all those squishies. Malthael is really good at dealing with high health targets, and none of which those three are. Alright, Mephisto gets picked up by Wingman here. And Greymane. Ooh, that Greymane into those Cassia blinds. That will be interesting. Even more interesting if they pick up Lily. Delta Sniper expected Randy Newman to pick up Tass and KT. Instead, we get a Mal'Ganis and a Malfurion. Very weak front line here, just Mal'Ganis, but I guess he's counting on those sleeps to give his team time to kill the entirety of Resurgence of the Storm's team. I mean, seriously, that is a lot of damage. Cassia, Gul'dan, Sylvanas, those are all very strong, high damage heroes. Who's their last pick here? We get a Sonya. I quite like the Sonya pick, even though she can also be blinded by that Cassia, but she can be hard to dodge for someone like Gul'dan. It's a good counter to Gul'dan, I think. And Sonya's my pick. She's awesome. I love her. Here we go. Game number 2. If Resurgence of the Storm does not pull this one off, they will be out of the playoffs. Caladorn says, Randy with the meme team. Yep. It is a very interesting team. This could go great for them or horribly wrong. I mean, this seems more like a quick match kind of team, honestly. I did not expect to see that.
Facility powering up.
We're about to begin.
On the left-hand side, we've got Randy Newman on the Cassia, Randy Newman on the Gul'dan, Randy Newman on, ooh, who's that? Mal'Ganis, Randy Newman on the Malfurion, and Randall Newman on Sylvanas. On the right-hand side for Resurgence of the Storm, we've got Big Merlin on the Greymane. I believe that's a Greymane. Is that right? Yes, that is. Kenster on the Stukov, Wingman on, who's that? Mephisto. Perseus on the ETC, and who's on the Sonya? C2D2 on the Sonya. As usual, 4 people going bottom lane, 1 going top. Looks like Randy Newman has chosen Sylvanas to be their solo laner. I was sort of expecting to see Gul'dan up there instead of Sylvanas. Let's see what quest Gul'dan took. Gul'dan went Drain Life. That is very uncommon. You usually either see the Corruption build or the, what's the Fell Flame one, I think is what it's called. Great root by Malfurion there on Perseus, but he does manage to get away. Cassia taking quite a bit of damage from that Greymane. Backing out and waiting for that, waiting for that globe to share with the team. Perseus looking for a slide in here, but instead gets rooted by Malfurion. Those Malfurion plays. That was a very good Malfurion. He saw that coming. I'm impressed. In the top lane, it looks like Sonya's doing a great job here, pushing the Sylvanas to have to defend at the wall. Randy Newman, well, I'm sorry, it's confusing when I say their name, but I meant Mal'Ganis attempts to sleep people, but he does not manage to get there. They all back off just in time. Sylvanas took the stacking quest at level 1 and currently has 12 stacks. Oh, huge damage coming out of that Gul'dan into Big Merlin. The red team's backing off a bit here. Looks like they are heading for camps. Are they going for camps, or what's Gul'dan going for? Yes, looks like he's going for the camp, waiting for Sylvanas to come help, while the rest of the team captures bottom. Looks like their healer does have to back off here. So they are not pushing very hard as they wait for Stukov to return. Sonya catches them doing that camp, but not much she can do. Blue team heading back to the bottom lane. Pigmarlin taking more damage from that Gul'dan. But Stukov's here now. And it looks like they are sneaking this. Will they get it? They actually do. And now Resurgence of the Storm has the objective loading. Progress going on that beacon. Ooh, in the top lane, I totally missed that. But Sylvanas got killed here by the Sonya. Great job by C2D2. And now he's dealing with this camp, which has not managed to get much damage onto the top fort. The red team's beacons were still charging for quite a while, and they got to 76%. In the meantime, Pigmarlin is going for that camp by himself because he's Greymane, and he can do that. Sonya is rotating. Is that to help Greymane? Yes, looks like she's here to help Greymane. But that is going to give the blue team the opportunity to pick up this beacon, and now it's going to start charging for them. Sonya coming back in though. Let's see how she does against Cassia. She has at least stopped the progress there. And Cassia does back off a bit. In the bottom lane, Sylvanas is taking a lot of damage there from the Mephisto, but Perseus is pretty low on health, so it's hard for him to dive in. Gets rooted by that Malfurion. Mal'Ganis tries to catch him as well in his sleep, but not quite there. Greymane dives in. Welcome, and thank you for the follow, Meow Go Kitties. Oh no, Perseus is pretty low, as is Mal'Ganis. I think that Mal'Ganis is about to go down. And there he goes, dead Mal'Ganis. Randy Newman did send 2 people top to deal with that Sonya, I suppose, but she does back off. She knows they're there. In the meantime, the red team is pushing bottom, with only Gul'dan here to defend. ETC positioning here to get some vision and see what Randy Newman's up to. Are they trying to invade this camp? No, it looks like they back off and let the blue team get the camp. In the top lane though, Cassia did leave, so now it's Sonya versus Sylvanas once more. Mal'Ganis walks right into the team, gets some sleeps here. Wingman taking a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, he's about to die. He has 30 health. Oh no! Oh, down goes Mephisto. I really expected Stukov to body block that arrow from Cassia for him, but he didn't. That was unfortunate for Resurgence of the Storm. Both teams are still pretty equal on XP, but the red Zerg wave is much larger. And let's see if the Resurgence of the Storm can make anything with that. Like, can they get this fort? Maybe at least the front wall? Sonya bullying Sylvanas pretty hard out of the lane. Sylvanas has to back here while Sonya deals with this wave. It did not get much progress there. But it's looking like the red wave has not gotten much progress either, and Greymane is very low on health.
Zerg waves defeated. Reset.
This time someone did take the arrow for him, so he did survive. Oh goody, it's raining. Jeez, that is my least favorite weather effect that they've added. Greymane Sonya grabbing the siege camp really quickly for Resurgence of the Storm. And in the bottom lane, we've got a 4v3 here, but that team is pulling back. In the top lane, Sonya's doing a great job here, pushing those Mercs. They'll get all the way to the wall maybe. But Sylvanas does have her trait and stops them. I'm not sure what's up with this dangerous rotation from C2D2 here. Very aggressive. Wrath of the Berserker comes out, but then she backs off. But what a complete waste. It is gone. Wrath of the Berserker was just used, but it timed out before she could get to the top lane. Raymain, in the meantime, is grabbing this Bruiser camp for Resurgence of the Storm. Mephisto putting in as much damage as he can to push Randy Newman off as they defend 3v4 here. Sylvanas is currently at 87 stacks, which is quite high, especially only 8 minutes or 9 minutes into the game. Ooh, great ult coming out here onto that Gul'dan, but there was no follow-up. Everybody was too far away to really do anything with that great root from Mephisto. Well, Furion with those roots preventing ETC, now he knows better not to walk into bushes like that. Oh, that Mosh came out and was immediately silenced by the Malfurion. And now Perseus is taking so much damage. He's backing out. Oh no, Stukov is dead. He's down. Oh goodness. Luckily for Resurgence of the Storm, Sonya is still able to bully Sylvanas in the top lane away from capping it. But she will have to go defend it now.
Hero slain.
Looks like we also missed a death down here for Greymane. Mephisto and Perseus are both very low on health. Their Stukov is just coming back. And now that there are two people up here, Sonya cannot realistically grab this. Hi, Bones. Sylvanas with that push top and the trait disabling those towers. C2D2 is taking a bit of damage, but not too much. I think she just used her Wrath of the Berserker to scare them off. As there is a team fight brewing in the bottom lane. Once again, Resurgence of the Storm does not have their level 13s, but they are going for this fight anyway. Look at that. Gul'dan in a spot of trouble here, as is that Mal'Ganis. He goes down first, followed very quickly by Cassia. Oh my god, it's a bloodbath! ETC is dead, but so are 3 members of Randy Newman. And they do catch up on XP. So now they do have to deal with this really big wave down here in the bottom lane. But they don't seem too concerned. I think that wave will take that fort though. So I don't know if the 3 kills were worth losing the fort over. At least though they did manage to get Randy Newman to back off, so you know, it's just a fort, not a keep. It's not too bad.
Is it safe out there now?
Yeah, Majesty, I don't know why Gul'dan's not in the solo lane. I guess it's because Sonya wrecks Gul'dan? Looks like Randy Newman is going for the top fort instead. Mal'Ganis positioning here just to make sure that he delays the red team from rotating until his team can get out to safety. Well played there by Mal'Ganis. Great route though, onto Mal'Ganis. Oh, and that ETC mosh, but ETC goes down way too close. Pig Merlin is rushing away. That will be 2 kills for 1 in favor of Resurgence of the Storm. They are coming back. If they win this game, we get a 3rd game. Still quite ahead on structures. Randy Newman here is feeling pretty safe, I suppose, even though they're down 2 kills. But looks like those kills made a big difference in XP here for Resurgence of the Storm. Again, that famous combo of Sonya and Greymane making quick work of those camps. And they'll have that bottom camp pushing any minute now. The 4-man has rotated to the top lane. Sonya pretty aggressive over here. It looks like she is looking to rotate on that Cassia. Can she get her? Wrath has not been used yet. And Sonya backs out. Ooh, do I see a boss call? Is there going to be a boss call? Nope, looks like everybody was just checking the boss to make sure the other team wasn't doing it.
Hero slain.
Cassia gets ganked in the bottom lane by the 5-man Resurgence of the Storm. In the meantime, though, it looks like Randy Newman will be getting this fort if nobody comes to defend it. But the defense is coming. They're here. They are working on picking up this beacon. Both teams have level 16s. Beacon's charging for Resurgence of the Storm. And Sonya comes into the back line. Oh, that ETC Mosh does not catch Malfurion, so his silence stops it almost immediately. Sonya going in with the Whirlwind, though. She is Whirlwind build. Of course, he's taking a lot of damage from Gul'dan and his poison, so they do have to back off. In the top lane, ETC looks like went a little too far with against that 5-man team before Sonya could rotate back up, and he died. Looks like Pig Merlin will be following him. 20 HP! Oh my god! I can't believe that Greymane lived through that. That was very impressive. It looks like Sonya is being really a pain in the butt here for that Malfurion as much as possible, but I think she's about to die. There she goes. A little too deep with no tank. And now the red team has to withdraw to their keep. Fisto putting in some damage into the Cassia. Not very impactful though at this point, because the team cannot fight. They are still down Sonya. Oh, come on, ETC, slide onto that Malfurion! That was a terrible place for Malfurion to try to back. And a great slide from ETC. Rookie mistake. Sonya's back up in 1 minute, but Randy Newman will not have their healer for another 30 seconds at least. So I think this is the time for Resurgence of the Storm to do something. Take advantage of that kill. Maybe go for boss, go for more kills, do something. But they don't have their tank or their bruiser here. They're waiting for them to rotate to them. It looks like, I think these damage dealers are a little far out. Oh, flubbed Mosh does not catch anyone. But Sonya coming in and gets feared into the tower, but she will be able to get that kill on Sylvanas, as well as Cassia. Mal'Ganis uses his ult to get out of there. That silence almost kills 2 members of the red team, but they do manage to make it out. And so this one will be pushing for the red team. The blue team still has all 4 structures up. So I would hope to see the red team pushing really hard here to try to get to the keep. That fort will die for sure, at least. Sonya dealing with the tiny wave in the top lane just to make sure it does not take that keep. Because if you leave it to its own devices, it will take that keep. Perseus displacing that Malfurion who's stuck outside of the walls. Oh my god, that is a death Malfurion. Perseus has taken a lot of damage here on the ETC. Mal'Ganis is also taking a lot of damage. Resurgence of the Storm did manage to get some damage onto that keep, but they didn't get it all. But they're going right for the boss. Let's see if this is a great call for them, or if it backfires. I think it's a good call. Nice. They managed to get that boss. No problem at all. Randy Newman on the back foot now. No. Oh, you mean Malfurion? No, he wasn't trying to hard. He just got caught out and bumped by ETC. Like, he got bumped by ETC out of the walls, and then he couldn't, he was getting body blocked, so he couldn't, like, walk right back in. Oh, looks like Sonya's coming in here. They are going to steal this camp. And Randy Newman backs way off. Silence comes out from Sylvanas. Although I don't think there was much point to that silence, because the team was disengaging. And now, Resurgence of the Storm has painted the map red. All the mercs. Oh, Mosh that gets Malfurion this time. And after the Sylvanas arrow has been used, there's a Death Mosh as well. Getting that Cassia killed. Mephisto and ETC did both die. But it is still 2 kills to 3. C2D2 can get this keep. That will be significant progress for them, especially since they have 2 mercs pushing top. Are they going for the core? Is this where they're... No? Maybe? No! Instead, he is going for the kill on Sylvanas, but I think he's going to die instead. Oh! Sonya dies too. I don't think that was worth it. A little greedy there. But there are mercs on the core and a catapult on the core right now. That Gul'dan is not defending. So, looks like the core has started to take permanent damage. Will Gul'dan notice? Yes, he does. The rest of the team is almost back up, except for Sylvanas, who just died. And with 2 people, that is just enough for Resurgence of the Storm to take both beacons. Both teams are grouped up. They are 4v4 at this point if they try to take a fight, so it will be pretty even. It looks like everybody's going for this camp. Gul'dan's a little far behind though, so the blue team does not quite engage yet. Great route by the Malfurion to prevent anyone from grabbing that Mal'Ganis or engaging on them. And now both teams are up and 5-man. In a 5-man formation. Yeah. That Wrath of the Berserker comes out as Sonya dives into the backline. ETC looking for that Mosh, I believe, and he gets 2, but unfortunately he does not get Malfurion, and Malfurion saves that silence just for him. Stukov with his disengage here, pushing Randy Newman off as his team is pretty low on health. And they did get that entire wave going top, so it's better for them to just push with it than to lose people and die. Oh, look at all the damage that went into that Mal'Ganis and melted him. He's dead. I think that was Mephisto. Is Mephisto or Greymane? He hasn't even used his cursed bullet yet. He did now. ETC going in hard. So much damage, and I think this is GG. Well played, Resurgence of the Storm, taking this one. So we are going to game 3. Super exciting. Woohoo! Game number 3. Those are the best, because you never know what's going to happen. Goodness, look at all that damage coming out of Gul'dan, but it was still not enough. The kills were pretty uneven. 10 by Randy Newman and 17 by Resurgence of the Storm. And even though they were behind on structures for the longest time, Resurgence of the Storm did manage to bring this back. Well played, both teams. Look at that Stukov healing. Oh my goodness, 106k. That's a lot of healing. Let me update the score. There we go, one win each. Yeah, game 3 time. Thank you, Ronan, for the bits. Yeah, not picking a bruiser was very strange on Randy Newman's part, or, you know, at least a frontline, apart from Mal'Ganis. That was an odd choice, but unfortunately did not pay off for them. Too many squishies for that Sonya to Whirlwind. Wonder where we'll be going next. I expect Randy Newman to take the map pick, because that seems like what they wanted last time as well. Like in the first game where they were the higher seed, so they got to pick and they chose map pick. So let's see where they want to take us. Who are you all here rooting for? Let me put up a poll since we're waiting. All right, I started a poll. Tell me who you were here for. And it looks like we have a new lobby. As expected, it was chosen by Randy Newman. We are going to Towers of Doom. All right. Are you ready for game 3? I'm so excited about game 3. It's always so much fun. I know teams would rather just dominate, because I play on a team, and whenever there's a matchup, I would much rather win 2-0 than 2-1. But still, it's so much fun for the viewers. So let's cheer them on. All right, the poll is closing. Take your chance. Let's see who has more fans watching. Ooh, looks like we get 4 votes for Randy Newman and only 2 votes for Resurgence of the Storm. And 1 person is here just to watch, for fun. Not rooting for either. So Randy Newman wins. More fans in the audience. All right. Well, let's see if they can take game 3 on the map they picked. So far, each team that has picked a map has won on that map. So if the pattern holds, Randy Newman might be able to pick this up. The thing I love about Towers of Doom is that you can come back from like anything. So it is a good map for comebacks. Oh, thank you, Bones. I'm so happy to have you all, especially you, Bones. That's my cat I'm looking at, if you're wondering where she's being noisy, or not noisy, just cute, I suppose. She wants pets. I wanted to introduce her to you guys. That is Pointy, but she's not very fond of being carried. Looks like the teams are almost ready. Just waiting on Randy Newman again. Here we go. Game number 3. Woohoo! Let's do this.
Of Doom.
Now both cats are sitting over here. They are both black cats, and they are very adorable. That Abathur ban, man! We get another Abathur ban out of Resurgence of the Storm. And as usual, Randy Newman gives us an Abathur sad face. Hi, Lexi. Oh, I have 2 people here that are here for the caster. That's awesome. Thank you. Yes, cats are the best. I love them so much. Even though I'm like very allergic to cats, I am on a lot of medication to deal with them, but they are totally worth it. We get a Cassia ban this time. That is a respect ban, I suppose. Thank you for the follow, Tom Dundon. Good to have you. Johanna ban. Strong tank overall. This is the 3rd time she's banned, I believe, in the 3 games. First pick, Malthael. That is very odd, first pick. No? Nobody's surprised by that? We get a Stukov pick here from Randy Newman. Who else are they gonna take? ETC. Ooh, the mosh goes back to Randy Newman's team. Last game it changed hands briefly. Bones is singing. Is it, what did you say? It was NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? It's gonna be me. I'm not sure who that was, but it's a very old song. Alright, we get a Muradin and a Li Ming at Resurgence of the Storm. First Li Ming that we're seeing here. And if you're just joining us, welcome. This is game number 3. So far, a 1-to-1 between these 2 teams. Team number 3 seed and team number 6. We get an Ana ban from Randy Newman. I think that's new. I haven't seen that previously. But I suppose what they really don't want is a Li Ming with Nano Boost. That can be pretty devastating. And another Deathwing ban. So, you guys, do you think they're going to do the same thing again? Where they take no bruiser? We get a Kael'thas. And a Samuro. Man, a good Samuro is really, really hard to deal with. Pretty good counter to Li Ming too, since, you know, those clones can take those orbs and he'll just still run away or still kill you, and can be pretty terrifying.
Let's save some lives.
Wow, I did not see that coming. We get a Lieutenant Morales. You hardly ever see her in competitive play. And a Greymane. That is a good combo, Li Ming Greymane. Plenty of damage there. Last pick. Who will they take? Moment of truth. I mean, Samuro is a great solo laner. Oh, somebody called it! Butcher! Somebody in chat said Butcher game. Tuna, yeah. Tuna said Butcher game. Wow. This is gonna be awesome. This could go really well or horribly wrong for Randy Newman. Here we go. Whose comp do you like more right now? Do you think the Butcher team's got it, or the more traditional Layman Greymane team? You know what? I'm gonna start a poll. Let's do this while we wait. Oh, never mind. I'll do it after this. On the left-hand side, for Randy Newman, we've got Randall Newman on the Butcher, Randy Newman on the Simuro, Randy Newman on Stukov, Nandy Ruman on on Kel'Thas, and Randy Newman on ETC. Oh my god. Announcing their names is just hilarious. We've got, for Resurgence of the Storm here, we've got Kenster on Lieutenant Morales, we've got Wingman on Li Ming, Pig Merlin on Greymane, C2D2 on the Malthael, and who's the last? Where's Perseus? There it is. Perseus on Muradin. This one is for all the marbles. It is a fog map, so I would like to see some stealth being taken advantage of. ETC comes in with that slide. Lots of damage going into that Greymane. And a bomb. Oh! First kill of the game onto Muradin. That was rough. The Randy Newman still had their 5 team members in the mid lane here, but Malthael and Li Ming had already broken off and started soaking. Looks like Malthael will be double soaking here. I expect to see a lot of people go to bottom lane. Malthael is a great double soaker. Question for the caster. How much does Lexi and Bones mean to you? You both mean so much to me, and I am so happy you're here. You guys are awesome. Ooh, Muradin's looking for trouble again. Both teams grab their siege camps at about the same time. Malthael's still doing a great job at double soaking up here. For this map, the bottom lane is pretty crucial. Whoever controls the bottom lane gets complete control over this objective if it spawns right here, and also good control over this objective if it spawns here. Bit of a skirmish, no harm done. It looks like Malthael might be caught out here though. That slide from ETC and waiting for that bump back, there it goes. But of course, he's got his Malthael shenanigans. Teleports to the other side of ETC and runs away.
The order will rise shortly, heroes. Be ready. You must capture them quickly.
Great stun from Perseus on that ETC. Let's take a look at Li Ming's build. She went for teleport and at level 4 for the orb. The decreased cooldown for orbs if you hit them, if they hit people at higher, at like 50% or more of their range. Both teams traded the top 2 and now they are fighting over this bottom one. Randy Newman taking so much damage though, that ETC is dead, I believe. No? Oh my god, he survived! Greymane could not finish that kill. C2D2 might be spreading the bomb. Nope. Great job there, avoiding that bomb. Butcher comes in and down goes Malthael. Great charge there. Meanwhile, ETC is pretty low still. Oof. That's a lot of bombs going on that Greymane. Well played by Randy Newman. They do get the bottom objective as well. That surprise butcher pick might give them a lot of trouble here. Might give Resurgence of the Storm quite a bit of trouble. Looks like we've got a new Surge fan in the audience. Hello and welcome.
Your world is upside down.
ETC disrupting that rotation, and unfortunately that means a dead Malthael. Looks like Muradin is doing fairly well on his quest so far. He's gotten 15 of the 25 hammers he needs. The dive going in on, with Greymane going in on Randy Newman. Leaning orbs coming out.
Rise from the depths.
Oh no, that is dead Greymane. Oof, it has been a rough game. 4 kills to 0 for Resurgence of the Storm. Rough game. And it's looking like he's gonna die too. They're running a gank squad here. Resurgence of the Storm better wisen up to it. They're a whole level ahead. They will be reaching level 10 sooner. And it looks like Resurgence of the Storm does have to get this as well. So, Cores now at 28 to 36. I do wonder though if this is this kind of strategy will work in the long term. Lots of stealthies standing right here in the middle waiting for that Muradin, but he knows they're there. He throws that Q. C2D2 trying to be as safe as possible here, while still double soaking for his team, but it is hard when they are running a gank squad chasing you around. Let's see how Malthael is doing in the middle lane. There. Oh my goodness. There goes that ETC Mosh just to kill Malthael. Wow. Very effective. And it's looking like Resurgence of the Storm might have to give these 2 objectives because they are down level 10s. And Randy Newman is picking up their siege camp as well, stealing this one. So not looking great. But as I said, this is the comeback map if ever there was one. It's literally come back from 40 to 1 on this map, so nothing's impossible. Randy Newman picking up the bottom and the mid objectives, uncontested. Core at 22-36, quite a big difference. And it looks like the red team is ready to fight right here. And they are going in hard on that ETC and they gank him before Simuro can get there. Now Muradin comes in with that haymaker on the butcher to grab this siege camp. I wonder if they could have converted that to more kills though. Well, I have never seen that before. I haven't seen those mercs get wasted on something like I think the third merc there did nothing. Ooh, here comes Butcher on that Morales. He gets pushed away by the haymaker. And the red team finds their way to safety. Resurgence of the Storm does need to fight for this one before level 13 if they can, assuming Randy Newman doesn't try to delay until they get level 13 advantage. Not that Resurgence of the Storm has shied away from fighting down a tier. They've done that in both last games. But Muradin is going to die before the objective is even up and before Malthael makes it over here. That is another one that will be picked up by Randy Newman. And Morvalis will be dead as well. That was one great ult by Butcher, now followed by a second great ult by ETC. It may enable them to take this fort. Malthael is still soaking as hard as he can, both top and mid, and pushing pretty hard. That's, you know, not bad progress, but the team does need those kills, or to at least stay safe and stop dying. 16-36 on the fourth. You broke your mouse in QM, Bones? Again? Didn't you just get a new mouse? How can you even break it in QM? Oh goodness, Malthael dove there and got ganked. Some unnecessary mistakes going on here from Resurgence of the Storm. If they want to pull this series out, they're going to have to try more to be careful, or take risky plays but that have a possible reward to them. Don't spread the bomb. Nope, spread it to Li Ming, and she takes a big chunk of her health. C2D2 has a bunch of fans in the audience. The red team did manage to grab this fort before the altars were captured, so this is great for them, because otherwise they would have lost 5 points for each of those altars instead of 4. But it looks like, oh, Butcher went up here and killed that Malthael.
The altar is ours. Fire.
Oh, that is not looking good at all. Here comes that Mosh, capturing Li Ming and Muradin, both of whom are likely dead here. Indeed they are. Now they take boss, and it is GG. Not much Randy Newman can do here. First bullet goes out onto that ETC, but it is too late. Good game. Well played, Randy Newman. Congratulations on the win. Which means Randy Newman will be proceeding in the playoffs, and Resurgence of the Storm has been eliminated. Let's take a look at the damage. Not a very high damage game, but the kills were very, very interesting. 13-1 was very obvious. Like it was that Randy Newman was doing much better that game. And let's see if they do you guys want an interview? Should I ask? All right, we will be getting an interview. Let me switch over to Discord.
Hello.
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 Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Why, thanks.
How are you guys feeling?
Feeling pretty
A lot
good.
better now.
Yeah.
Put your game to work.
I,
Put your game in.
We were kind of waiting until, I don't know, we were talking about like 3 possible heroes at the end there for that last pick, and we were actually thinking we may have wanted to go with something else. So, what was it that Matt said? I better
Imperious.
not screw it up.
I think we said Imperious or Sylvanas, either one.
Yeah.
And just picks Butcher, and so I was like,
Okay, it wasn't. No, I didn't like in Rebellion pick it. It was we talked about it a little bit before that, but
It
I
was a
always
surprise
believed
pick.
in the Butcher pick. Let it be known.
yeah, it's true.
Easy to say that after the fact, huh?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
easy in hindsight.
So, you guys, tell me about how your team began and like how many seasons have you guys been together?
Go
Hello.
for it, Jordan.
Randy, do you want to take this one?
No, Jordan's got it.
Who's
Okay.
Jordan?
You mean Randy?
Was this our for NGS? This was our 3rd season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our 3rd season. We've had a couple different, I guess, like iterations of this group. I think we're up to like 8 or 9 Randys in total now. But yeah, this is 3rd season. The first 2 were in Div D. A pretty good time, and yeah, this is first one in Div C. But I don't know. Are you like wondering what like the origin of the name is, or is it just like our time in NGS?
Well, actually, now that you mention it, I do want to know the origin of the name and why everybody's called Randy Newman or Nandy Newman.
I wish we had a better It was just, we just thought it'd be funny if we had like a bunch of names that were almost the same, but like slightly different for one another, just because a lot of these games get cast, and when a lot of people are doing that, they're just calling out the individual names are getting tripped up on it. So I don't know. I guess that was the real reason behind it. But then each of us committed like $15 to changing our name through Blizzard. So really, they're the ones who were like, jokes on us.
You could have one better name than an obscure C-list celebrity to name your team after.
So what
We
you're
could have
telling
stopped
me,
after one game. All we really wanted was for that one game where the caster goes down the list and is like Randy Newman on this, Randy Newman on that. Like once we got that, I think that was what we really wanted. But
It was a long play.
yeah.
so you did it to annoy casters? Is what you're saying?
Not to annoy. There was nothing back
interesting.
there to like, poke fun. It was just
It's a really
it just seemed like it'd be really
makes
fun.
us laugh, and then like if it annoys a caster, that's not our intention, but I guess that maybe makes it funnier. But
I guess our
And,
first
like-
season we weren't Randy Newman, right? We were Asmo Carry.
yeah,
And then
Ooh,
I don't know.
that's
I guess
true.
we kind of got a name for doing some meme stuff. So maybe I don't know. Maybe that kind of like motivated it. But yeah,
All right. Okay. I'm not annoyed, for the record. It's just a little
Okay,
confusing for
thank you.
viewers.
that's
Because
not
I
our
kept
goal.
saying
It was
Randy
just-
Newman and Randy Newman, and I was trying to make a difference between the names, but it didn't quite work.
You need to practice your emphasis on all the different names
Yeah.
to tell us apart.
Enunciation. Do you have any goals for the playoffs? Apart from winning, obviously.
I don't know, Matt. What are our goals?
Who's Matt?
Who's Matt?
Oh, sorry, Nandy. What are our goals?
Oh, I say our goals are to pick Cho'Gall at least once this tourney. That's got to be on the list.
Great goal.
And maybe play Abathur Cimero one more time ever without it being fully banned out against us. Those are our 2 primary goals, other than winning, of course.
I can't believe they didn't ban Samuro. Like, they really fully committed to banning the Abathur, but
Yeah,
they were just sleeping on the Samuro.
that's right.
Yeah, what
We'll
was
probably
that?
never play it again.
Do you guys play a lot of Abathur?
yeah. It may be hard to tell this, but our picks don't run very deep. It's kind of this hidden secret in the league that Randy Newman doesn't have the deepest hero pool, but don't tell too many people.
Well, right now there are only 24 viewers, so your secret's fairly safe. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Well, Tuna's in chat. She's a loudmouth, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. What about
20 of those are
Zulrul?
my family members.
20 family members.
They're also all named Randy.
Are there any teams you're looking forward to a rematch with, or coming up?
For me, I guess
Definitely,
probably for all of us. I don't know. I guess for me, I'll speak for everybody, and they can step in. But we were looking forward to Better Than Bots because that was one of our big losses this season that we thought we would have liked to have a second chance at. We gave them the Butcher twice, and they gave us the L twice. So we were hoping to get a shot at them, but unfortunately, Team Training Wheels did the dirty work for us. I guess
that was
besides
quite an
that,
upset.
yeah, a big upset for them, and good job for them. So maybe we should look forward to playing them. I think maybe second for me, the amateur opponents. We played some really good games against them, and they seem to be like a really strong opponent for us. So I guess probably them, which I think might be our next game, depending on how their set ends up.
I mean, we haven't even touched on our cross-conference rivals too.
Oh yeah, Proteus.
Oh yeah, Proteus. If they make it to the championship and we make it, oh man, it's gonna be an embarrassment for them.
It's going
Big,
or maybe for us.
big embarrassment for somebody.
All right. Well, I don't have any more questions for you guys, but do you have any shout-outs?
Zool rules. Shouts out
Shout out
to
to
Zool
Zool
rules.
Rules. Zool Rules. If he's in chat, I hope he is.
Oil rules and Zool rules.
Mountain Dew
And
Game Fuel.
our sponsors, Mountain Dew Game Fuel.
Right. And everyone at NGS, like all the games. they've
And
been really
Randy, you
great.
should finish the rest of the shoutouts because you're good at them.
Yeah.
Me, I guess. Well, since we started with the important ones, I guess I normally like to start out with the other team. Shouts out.
Yeah, those are like games.
Shouts out to Resurgence of the Storm. No jokes. Like, not joking. They was a really good set. They took one of the few maps off us in the regular season. And they did it again tonight. So they're a really good team. I think it was their first season. So look forward to seeing them again if we're back in C or if we're back in the same division as them. So good luck to them in the future. And shout out to UD for casting. Sorry we had to forfeit the last cast you tried. Sorry for wasting your time.
You made up
glad
for
we
it.
could actually play tonight. So glad we could get a game in for you. And yeah, shouts out to NGS. Another round of playoffs, another season. It's been a lot of fun. So look forward to more playoff games and season 10.
Awesome. It was really great to cast these games. It was, very close, so it was wonderful. All right. I don't have anything else. Any more shout-outs? Or you guys?
No, we're good. Appreciate your help.
Oh, wait,
Or not
I
your
got
help.
a
your
shout
time.
out to my friend Anner if he's listening for loaning me his monitor so I could play tonight.
Oh yeah. Randy just moved halfway across the country like a couple of days ago, so we got this just in time.
Tough setup. And your hotspot. Shouts out to Verizon hotspot.
And shouts out
Something
to
clutched, my internet went out. He just texted me, "Go Randys, love it."
Yeah, but thanks again, Steve.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the games, and I'll see you guys later, I guess.
See ya.
Sure.
Bye.
You're on.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. That was our interview with Randy Newman, and tomorrow I will be back with another cast. I think it's B East. Not sure, but yeah. So let's see how that goes, and I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't yet, take a moment, please, to follow and/or subscribe, and see you guys tomorrow.